There are very few, if any, protein tortilla recipes on the internet that look and taste like a real tortilla, especially that are this big. They are all either made with egg whites and or nut flour, whereas today we will be using real flour that helps give an authentic tortilla feel and bite. We start with our bowl on a scale and we add all-purpose flour, vital wheat gluten, oat fiber, baking powder, xanthan gum, and salt. First off, the xanthan gum is very important here because we need to roll this very thin, and what xanthan gum does is allows the dough to be more stretchable. Shout out to the Duffmeister Joe Duff for the inspiration, because this is exactly what they use in gluten-free doughs to make it more stretchy, and since the protein content here is so high, the dough mimics a gluten-free dough as it needs a little bit of help to get to a tortilla thin level. Also, I have heard from my protein pita recipe that not using a high quality oat fiber may drastically change the taste and texture of the end product. So I highly recommend you use this brand of oat fiber. After we have all the dry ingredients in the bowl, we will whisk them until well combined. We will then grab a glass, put 92 grams of hot water into it, followed by 6 grams of avocado oil or the oil of your choice. Mix the water and oil around and then dump it into the bowl. Then grab a spoon and mix all of the contents until most of the ingredients come together. Dump the dough and its remnants onto your work surface and use your hands to incorporate until there are no more dry parts in the dough. Finish kneading this dough by squeezing it for about 30 to 60 seconds, switching hands with each squeeze. This recipe makes 2 tortillas, so divide this dough in half, form into balls, and wrap in cling wrap. Typically, I would tell you that you can roll these out right away, but in this instance, I would let the gluten relax for 25 to 30 minutes so it can be rolled more easily. After 30 minutes, your dough will look the same, but is now ready to become a tortilla. Dust your work surface with flour and plop your dough down in the middle. Add a little more flour to the top and grab your rolling pin. I like to roll back and forth 3 to 5 times over the dough with the rolling pin, then turn the dough 90 degrees and do another 3 to 5 rolls and repeat. At certain points in this process, the dough will start sticking to the counter, which I then use the flour already on the counter to spread onto the sticky parts, then start rolling out again. Try to get the tortilla into the shape of a circle the best you can, but don't worry if it isn't perfect. Each one of these should roll out to about 11 to 12 inches when all is said and done. This should take you about 3 to 4 minutes because the dough will want to keep snapping back due to the high protein amount and thinness we need to get it to. You will have to put in some work here, but just think of it as a few extra calories burned for the day. Also, once you get the hang of it, the tortillas start coming together much quicker. Once rolled out, put under a tea towel or paper towel that is damp because these will dry out very quickly if you don't. Preheat a pan on medium to medium high heat, and when it's ready, throw your first tortilla on. This will only take 30 to 60 seconds per side, so make sure you keep an eye on it. Once you get some browning, flip it and wait another 30 to 60 seconds. When finished, put it right back under a wet tea towel or paper towel because again, these will dry out. You don't want to make it perfectly for it to just crack once you are ready to make a jumbo burrito or quesadilla. If not using right away, you can fold these up and store these in a quart bag or gallon bag, which will last about 3 to 4 days before going bad. When ready to use, pop them in the microwave for 10 seconds and they should be pliable and ready to be rolled. These tortillas will certainly help you lose weight, but more recipes is always better. So in this video here, I show you all the meals I ate in a day to lose weight quickly and easily. One of them even features this tortilla, so I highly recommend you watch. Until next time, deuces.